Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to our English classes. We already studied the story of a boy who enjoyed the beauty of nature, or we noticed the happiness of the boy when he was on the lap of nature through the story How far is the river? How far is the river? Now we are again studying another nature's beauty, that is Echoing Green, a poem by William Blake. A poem on nature's plenty by William Blake. Have you heard about William Blake? He is an English poet and painter. His works include songs of innocence and songs of experience. The poem, The Echoing Green, appears in his songs of innocence. Do you see the biography of William Blake in your textbook on page number 21? Okay. He is an English poet and painter. His important work, or his first masterpiece, Songs of Innocence. From that Songs of Innocence, this Echoing Green, a narrative poem taken. Okay. In this poem, a beautiful picture of nature and its pervading mood is that of happiness. That is, in this poem, the poet wished to express happiness. We can see 3 stanzas in this poem. We can consider these 3 stanzas as morning, afternoon, and evening. 3 stanzas. The Echoing Green has 3 stanzas in your textbook. First stanza, second stanza, and third stanza. Each stanza has 10 lines. Okay. It represents morning, afternoon, and evening. Okay. In the first stanza, it begins, or it represents the picture of a beautiful countryside which welcomes the advent of spring. We all like some important times, that is, what time of the day do you like the most? My question, what time of the day do you like the most? Do you like morning or evening or afternoon? Here in the first stanza, the poet begins with the first line, the sun does arise. The sun does arise. Okay. The poem has elements of festive light or delight. Advent of the spring is explained in the first stanza. The sun makes the sky happy. The sun rises in the east and it ends in the, or it descends in the west. The sun makes the sky bright and happy. Okay, that is described in the first stanza. When we consider the second stanza, it symbolizes, or it represents the coming of youth. In youth, all are very happy, joyful, recalling of the moments when they are young and energetic. That is described in the second paragraph. In this last stanza or last paragraph, it has symbolic meaning, that is, it represents the end of a day. During the end of a day, even the children are tired of playing. Here, the old people speak of their old age and needing more care. That is describing in the last stanza. Anyway, now we can pass on to the poem. For that, all of you read the poem silently. All of you read the poem silently. Okay? All of you read. After that, can you say what is the theme of the poem? Can you say what is the theme of the poem? The sun does rise. That is the first line. The sun does rise. That is the first line. Okay. The sun rises and makes the sky happy. And during morning, happy situation, all are happy. We can hear this sound or singing of skylark and thrush. The birds of the bush sing louder around to the bell's cheerful sound, while our sports shall be seen on the echoing green. All are happy during morning. The merry bells ring. The merry bells ring. All are very happy during the morning. The sun does rise and makes happy the skies. Through the rising of sun, the sky becomes very happy, or the sun makes the sky bright and happy. To welcome the spring, the skylark and the thrush, the birds of the bush sing louder around. Skylark, what is a skylark? A singing bird given in that song, prolonged song given in hovering flight. Eurasian bird, North African bird. What is a thrush? Another bird, singing bird, small or medium sized bird. It has spots on its chest. It has spots or dots on its chest. That is thrush. Do you understand the first stanza? The sun does arise and make happy the skies. The merry bells ring to welcome the spring. The skylark and the thrush, the birds of the bush, sing louder around to the bell's cheerful sound, while our sports shall be seen on the echoing green. During morning, all are very happy. During morning, all are very happy. That is described in the first stanza. In the second stanza, old John with white hair does laugh away care, sitting under the oak among the old folk. They laugh at our play, and soon they all say, such were the joys when we all girls and boys in our youth time were seen on the echoing green. We already, I told you that in the second stanza represents afternoon, that is morning, afternoon. Afternoon, what happens? Here the prime of youth we can see. The people happily remembers their youth time or their happy time, energetic time. Okay, old John with the white hair does laugh away care, sitting under the oak among the old folk. They laugh at our play, and soon they all say, such were the joys when we all girls and boys, we are young, in our youth time, were seen on the echoing green. During the echoing, during their youth time, they are very happy. Echoing green and darkening green in the last stanza. End of the day. End of the day. Old speak of their old age and they need more help. More help. Okay. They are round the laps of their mothers. They are like children. Old age, second childhood stage. Okay. Descending sun. The sun is setting. Old age also compares with the descending sun. Okay. 3 stages of a man's or a human being's life cycle: birth, life, and death. Till the little ones weary, no more can be merry. The sun does descend, and our sports have an end. Round the laps of their mother, many sisters and brothers, like birds in their nest, are ready for rest, and spots no more seen on the darkening green. Okay. Do you understand? Do you understand the poem? Read again this poem 3 times or 4 times. Do you have any doubt? Again read and try to understand the poem as a whole. It represents the life cycle of a human being, that is birth, life and death. Birth, life and death. That is echoing green, darkening green at the end of the life. That is death time. Okay. How can we consolidate this poem? How can we consolidate? Here, the concrete part of human being's life cycle is describing through these 3 stanzas. First, second and third. Read again and try to understand the poem. Okay. Listen. The questions on page number 22. 6 questions are there. Try to answer these questions individually. I will give you the answers later. Then read the following lines from the poem, The Echoing Green. The sun does arise and make happy the skies. The merry bells ring to welcome the spring. The skylark and the thrush, the birds of the bush, sing louder around to the bell's cheerful sound, while our sports shall be seen on the echoing green. The first stanza. In the first stanza, some sounds, or you may list out these words. Which are the words I will say to you? These type of words at the end of the lines. Arise skies. Arise skies. Then ring spring. Then thrush bush. Then around sound seen green. List out these words. Understand? Arise skies, ring spring, thrush bush, round sound seen green. Okay. The last words of each line. All of you write in your notebook. Then arise. What's the sound? Rise. Skies. Any repeated sound or identical sound? Arise. Same skies. Arise, skies. Identified the sound? All of you? You can give that sound as a code or give a identity, that is A. Arise, skies. We can give the code A. Same sound. Arise, skies. Then the second, ring, spring. Ring. Ring, spring. We can give the code B. We can give the code B. Then thrush, bush. Same sound. Thrush, bush. We can give it as C. Thrush, C. Bush, C. Okay. Then around sound. Same sound. We can give a D code. Arise, skies, A code is given. Ring, spring, B code is given. Thrush, bush, C code is given. Around sound, D code is given. Then last two words, seen, green. We can give it E sound. E code. Okay. And rhyme scheme, you may write arise A, skies A, ring B, spring B. That wise you can list them down. Then rhyme scheme. What is the rhyme scheme here? AA, BB, CC, DD, EE. That is the rhyming scheme. That is the rhyming scheme. AA, BB, CC, DD, EE. Same sound repeating. The use of same sound, consonant sound, arise, a sound, rise, at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. This is called alliteration. What is alliteration? In your textbook you can see the definition on page number 22. A number of words having the same first consonant sound occur close together in a series. That is, we can say it as alliteration. Do you got the alliteration here? Rhyme scheme here? AA, BB, CC, DD, EE. Okay? All are clear? Do you have any doubt? Hear this class again and try to understand. More doubts you have, you can call me and clear your doubts. This sound repetition. Sound of the letter B is repeated. In the line, the sound of the letter S is repeated. Ninth line. Round, bush. Repeated sound. That is called alliteration. Alliteration. Do you got? All of you? Then next activity, find out on page number 23, identify the instance of alliteration in the lines given below and write them in the space provided. 4 lines are given. The swimmers swam and searched the sea. Special seashells hid beneath the sand. Children catch small creatures and set them free, screaming, splashing and skipping to the land. Some alliteration we can notice here in these 4 lines. List them and write in the space provided. Okay. Are you ready? Try. I will give you later the answers. Swimmers swam and searched the sea. Repeated sound we can see here in the first line. Second line also. Special seashells. Special seashells. Repeated sound. Third line. Catch small creatures. Catch small creatures. Fourth line, screaming, splashing and skipping. Screaming, splashing and skipping. Try to find out the answers by reading again and again. Okay. Alliteration, repeated sound. Repeating same sound in a line. That is called alliteration. Repeating the consonant sound. First consonant sound close together in a series. Same sound repeating, that is especially consonant sound. What is consonant sound and vowel sound? A, E, I, O, U. That is vowels. Then all others are consonants. I think you already studied the consonant and vowel sounds in lower classes. Okay. Then activity 2. Read the following lines from the poem The Echoing Green and find out rhyming words. Rhyming words, you know, hair care. In the 6th standard we studied rhyming words. So try to find out the rhyming words. Hair care is given as an example. Then try to find out the other words also. Then third one, an old man with white hair sitting under the oak tree. Young girls and boys at play, etc. are the visual image that come into our mind when we read the second stanza. We studied an old man with white hair sitting under the oak tree, and younger girls and boys are at play. Visual image. We think about that image. We will get a visual image. Then try to find out the visual image from the following lines. The first 10 lines are given here. Okay. You try to find out. Any doubt, you can call me, or whenever I will give you the answers, you can check it with your answers. Now, the end of this poem, we already studied The Echoing Green. Any doubt, you can call me or you can ask me anytime. No problem. Try to understand this poem by hearing more times this class. Okay. Thank you.